Hey guys, good evening from Dhaka, Bangladesh. What's going on? Today I'm doing back-to-back 3 episodes once again after the first two video earlier today, and these are gonna be courtesy of brother Ahnauf Tahmid, my dear brother. Thank you so much, brother, for your samples and kind gesture. You sent me 8 fragrances from the same house, Happyland Studio. I really wanted to try them for a very long time. They look very attractive packaging, and a lot of reviewers review them, but this part of the world they're not available. So whenever I get to review something, it's sort of I can't count it as a blessing. And the owner and creative director Mr. E.J. Wells is in my friends list. I just got to notice it. He added me, and it's an honor. So I hopefully can describe these fragrances to you from my perspective. Obviously, it's not everything. Check out, get a sample set, smell them. These fragrances are 30 ml, comes in sort of like a decant bottles, and these are like Alexandria fragrances, but similar sort of packaging, but with monstrous spray. So 30 ml Extrait De Parfum will cost you $35. I don't know if they have a box. I did not see all the reviews, but I see a lot of American reviewers reviewing it. So I broke them down in 8 fragrances in 4 episodes, 2 on each. Okay, so I will finish all the 8 fragrances, then I will do one episode, final thoughts on the 8 fragrances. I'll rank them 8 all the way to number 1. Okay, so I think that's fair enough. So since I got them earlier today, I tested them on paper, my skin, all over my hand, everywhere. I smell this fragrance and I got very excited. So now in this episode I'm gonna give you 2 fragrances. I think this first one is gonna be Plum Loco, other one's gonna be Cuir Cafe. I cannot say that word properly. It's not queer. That's wrong. That is stupid way to say that, but I think it's leather cafe. So another one is Plum Loco. But interesting fact is these 2 fragrances are inspired by or originated from sort of like a same fragrance, that is Tuscan Leather by Tom Ford. I'm just gonna hate up straight what I got. Okay, no need to do courtesy. So Anam bhai, here we go. And Mr. E.J. Wells, here are my thoughts on your creation. So let me talk about the first one. Where is the first one? Yeah, Plum Loco. Loco means, I think, loco, I don't know if it's loco, it's like crazy, like crazy plum or something. Just Shakira's song, loca, I love that song. So first time I put it, look at the amount of juice in there. I don't know how many mLs are these, but a lot of juice in there. So first time I sprayed this one on my skin, I was like, ooh, party time. I loved it a lot because the fruitiness in this, it's the plum, it's big on this. When you spray it for the first time, it's very fruity, and within, let's say, matter of 3 minutes or so, you start smelling Tuscan leather. So this is a plum, imagine like a thick plum juice, you pour it on all over on Tuscan leather DNA. That's what you're gonna get with this, with the bees mode longevity. This is Extrait De Parfum. Yeah, it's almost like extract oil, like what do you call the essential oil. When you put oil on your skin, there's no alcohol. This is the strength of that almost. So some people may not like it. I heard Tahmid bhai, he covered all of them. I'll put his link below of channel, Mr. Fragkenstein. His channel is called, I think he covered them all. So he wanted to see my take. So I'll leave his link below. Please check out his channel. He's an awesome reviewer from Bangladesh, very proudly. So he said he did not enjoy this opening, and he, on most of the fragrances, it grew on him after using over and over again. So this one was instant love for me. I love sweet, fruity, anything that smells like sweet, fruity, and it has an Aventus or a Tuscan Leather clone, I'll be like, sold. Okay, done. So I loved, let me try this. I had it on my hand. It's a dry down has reached already. Okay, let me go. Funny thing is, every time I sprayed it today, it somewhat caught my knuckles. I wanted to spray it here, and then the sprayer seemed to go up here. I don't know, 3 times it happened. Annoying. So first time when you spray it, move your hand a little bit so it goes to a dry down, because these are extremely oily, and I love that about these fragrances because I love potency in a fragrance. So when you move it in there, you can smell the plum, gorgeous little plum here. I love the plum note on fragrances, but I did not try some of the big plum fragrances like Andy Warhol by Bond Number 9 or Plum Japonais by Tom Ford. Discontinued both, but I do enjoy the plum note a lot because fruity notes, if done right, very pleasant. I absolutely smell the plum from distance when I do this, but when you come close, Tuscan leather. Okay, the Tuscan leather basically is, you guys know, saffron, leather, thyme, raspberry. Those are the main 4 players, and a little bit maybe perhaps some cypriol oil or something like that, that gives that leathery, posh feel. And I do not own Tuscan leather, but I did review it. I did enjoy Godolphin. I did enjoy Nabil Arab Tradition. I did enjoy Al Haramain Leather Oud. Numbers of, Rasasis, Layu Kwampuram. So there are like lots and lots and lots of, I think even Golden Boy by Dueto Perfumes, who are they called? I forgot the name, house name. All inspired by Tuscan leather. So this one, I love Tuscan leather. Obviously, I like it. It's much cheaper. If you talk about just Tuscan leather itself, it's nice, but the brilliance is the introduction of the plum. Really love the plum. And it does carry on for a very long time. I think it has kind of like an off-putting, I can tell you which people are not gonna like it. It gives you sort of like a synthetic opening that will hit your nose, not the most natural way. Okay, so that's one criticism I might give this one. Like many people would say, this is not the most natural plum. It's a bit too harsh to your nose initially, but give it time, it will develop to be very beautiful Tuscan leather mixed with plum. So I love it. I love it. I have no complaint about it. This I'm giving it a 10 out of 10. Plum Loco, nice fragrance, nice fragrance. I hope I got the name right. Loco, yes, Plum Loco, 10 out of 10 for me. All right. So now, interesting part is both fragrances today in this episode are inspired by Tuscan leather, and they have two versions of it. I don't know if they have more. I think Mr. Wells really enjoys Tuscan leather. He's a big fan of it. I think he is a musician as well, so he's inspired to do nice fragrances. So this is called Cuir Cafe. I cannot say this word properly. Cuir is Cuir. It's basically leather in French. Okay, so this is like a leather cafe. So when you hear cafe, it comes to your mind like Montal, intense cafe, oud cafe, out cafe. Cafe basically refers to in fragrance community. I think mostly about coffee shop, you know, espresso, something has a cappuccino or something to do with coffee, right? So this is a brilliant fragrance over Tuscan leather because the hybrid. Tahmid Bhai told me he feels this is like if Tuscan leather was to be made better, more interesting, beast mode, this is what Tom Ford would do. And the brilliant thing is Mr. Wells have done it. So he has done it, and I think this fragrance offers, let me spray this. I think where do I spray it? Yeah, let's spray it here. These fragrances are very strong, okay? So do not go like those main bottles, just one spray. So when you spray, the moment you spray it, you smell it. You don't have to go close. This one will give you that big blast of coffee, okay? And I did write down, I think Cuir Cafe is, to my nose, it's Tuscan leather plus espresso. That's the whole thing I wrote, and I remembered the rest. So this fragrance is really beautiful, okay? If you do like Montal Intense Cafe, that gives you sort of like a vibe of being in a coffee shop, let's say coffee bean, okay? And if you smell the real coffee bean, excuse me, yeah, sorry, something, my voice was being bothered by something that's stuck in my voice. Okay, anyway, I was saying that if you smell this for the first time, you're gonna smell like coffee bean for the first time. It's like raw, strong, very strong, rich coffee beans. You know, that's what you're gonna smell when you smell it for the first time. And it's very strong, it's very dark. I love it. Because right now coffee is my favorite note. But if you ask me 10 years back, 5 years back, I would not like this fragrance, because this is a daring, niche like fragrance. Okay, it's not instant love for newcomers for sure. This has no things like neroli, citrus. This hits up straight to your dark, like Darth Vader. Okay, and I do like it because it slowly will go towards Tuscan leather. More and more you smell it. So overall, the Loco, Plum Loco, and this, brilliantly done. If you like plum, if you like fruity take on Tuscan leather, I would say Plum Loco would be the go-to guy. This one, if you like coffee, if you even like a choco violet, you know, something like a chocolate coffee sort of mix, this is a sweet fragrance, and let it develop on your skin. It gets better over time, and it's nuclear. Both these fragrances, performance beast. So this is another 10 out of 10. So both the Tuscan leather inspired fragrances, I gave it 10 initial impression. So done. Thanks for watching. Time for the last and third episode, and we'll be done for the night. Take care. Bye bye.